All right. Oh shit, it's on. Okay. All right. So, prime car. I'm just gonna get into it. I don't really have an intro, but I need to get this off my chest. I don't remember the fights, but here we go. Uh, SX versus DTG. I don't know. SX has to cut a lot of weight, so there's that. That's not good for him. Um, DTG has fought before. He fought Halal Ham, so I gotta take him. Next up, who do we got? We got Astrid Wet and Alexia Grace. Honestly, Astrid hasn't been impressive. Like, she hasn't improved massively, and she's only had 2 fights, right? It was against Keely and AJ Bunker. Yeah, so I'm taking Alexia, actually. I think, I saw her on the pads, and, that doesn't translate like we saw with Faith and L. But I think she'll win, so I'm taking Alexia Grace. I know. Who's next? Tempo Arts versus Chase Demore. Honestly, I'm taking Tempo. Chase is a dumbass. Dude doesn't know how to box. He's genetically gifted. He's tall, he's muscular. He's got all, the traits to make him, a good boxer, but he just doesn't, boxing isn't for him. He should do something else. So I'm taking Tempo because he's been training for like a year. Like, this dude, like, no joke, I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people. I've known him for about a year now, and he's been trying to get on Misfits for so long, and he's been training. So I'm taking Tempo. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people. I think that's all the prelims. All right, let's get into the main card. Who do we got? We got fucking tag team. We got Alex Wasabi and Nick versus Pineda and B Dave. I'll be honest. I'm taking Nick and Alex. They're just too skilled. And I mean, Nick beat B Dave in that tag team thing, and also Pineda and B Dave aren't the best boxers. And you have Alex Wasabi, who I know he gets a lot of shit, and I don't like him either. But he can actually box. So I'm taking him and Nick over Pineda and B Dave. Next up, we got Whindersson Nunes versus my mate Nate. I'll be honest, Nate is a very nice guy, but he's almost too nice. Like, you know how like Face Sensei and Kenny fought? If Face Sensei was a little bit meaner, he could have won that fight, 100%. But he just doesn't have that in him, despite being a great boxer. Like, he was better than Kenny at the time. Now it's probably a little closer, right? But he could have beat Kenny pretty decisively. So, Nate is like kind of like that. He's got the Face Sensei effect. He's too nice. So yeah, I think I'm taking Nate. I'm taking Nunes. As long as Nunes is in shape, I think he'll be fine. Next up we got... Shit, man. Is it Waleed and Dean, or is it someone else? No, it's Deji. It's Swarms versus Ryan Taylor. Yeah, I'm taking Swarms. He just has more experience. He got lucky winning against, but he's come a long way. I think his speed is going to be too much for Ryan Taylor. I think Ryan Taylor isn't going to go down, obviously. But I think Swarms wins by decision. Now we got the big boys. Salt Poppy versus Slim. This is a good fight. I watched Salt Poppy versus AT yesterday because I didn't watch it before. The biggest problem was he didn't know how to handle pressure. And AT did a really good job of... He threw from the waist. He threw his punches from the waist, which kind of... And Salt Poppy didn't see it coming. And Slim does that a lot. So that's going to be... Let's see. I think Salt Poppy with that loss has become better. He's also lost weight, which means it's going to be even more deadly. People are saying, he's going to lose his power, but he's not. We've seen fighters have weaker chins when they go down in weight, but not... he's gonna have the same amount of power. They don't lose their power. And Slim, he didn't perform as great as people thought he would against Zanetti. But Zanetti only really had like one good round. And yeah, that's about it. And also Slim is dropping down in weight, which means he's also going to be have better cardio, which was the biggest thing that people were criticizing him for. It's a tough fight. I don't know who wins. Um, if Slim goes in there and fights for a slugfest, Poppy's gonna win. But if he fights technically, I think Slim wins. That being said, um, I don't know. This might seem anticlimactic, but I think it's a draw. Hey, I know it's boring, but I think it's a draw. They're foils for each other, and that means we can have another fight between them. So, yeah, I'm saying it's a draw. All right. Next up, we got Dean the Great versus Waleed 2. Okay, this is a fun fight. I'm excited, man, because Waleed was winning that first fight, and Dean is a okay. I don't like Dean. He sucks. He's kind of a cunt. I ain't gonna lie. Uh, so yeah, I'm taking Dean. I'm taking Waleed. His left hook is dangerous. He has more amateur fights. He actually has experience outside of Misfits, which really helps because these are guys that, in my opinion, are more qualified. They're not making their debut. So I'm taking Waleed by honestly by knockout. I don't know when, but he will because he beat him the first time around. Now with more experience, he's gonna beat him again. All right, now we got Dylan Dennis versus Logan Paul. Honestly, I want Dylan to annihilate Logan because he deserves it. Also, people talk about like the trash talk between with him and Nina. Dog, Logan Paul. First of all, she's not a people acting like she's an innocent in this situation. No, she publicly posted these fucking provocative. Basically, she's not innocent. She posted those photos. She posted those videos of her being a hoe, and she deserves it. Okay, like you expect not, and you also marry a guy who has a big fight coming up. Like you're gonna be involved in that drama. She's not innocent. All right, she's just as guilty as Logan, although Logan's worse. I want Dylan to win, but Logan's gonna win. Logan probably wins by TKO. Yeah, they're going six, probably fourth or third round. I'm gonna go third round because honestly, I don't think Dylan can pull this off. Third round TKO by Logan, but I want him to lose. Main event time: KSI versus Tommy Fury. Yeah, this was pretty obvious. People giving KSI so much credit. Let's go over the facts here. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. I picked Jake to win. Okay, I picked Jake to win, but Tommy Fury went in there and he destroyed Jake. He won 6 rounds. Jake won 2. Jake Paul is a better boxer than KSI. Are people really giving KSI like styles make fights? I get that, but KSI is still very very flawed. KSI is so stupid. He fights at an MMA gym. What are you doing? Like what are you doing? You're training at an MMA gym, bro. Go to a boxing gym. Jake Paul's a better fighter. KSI is not gonna do better than Jake. Tommy Fury wins fifth round TKO. All right, like I don't understand people giving him so much credit. And listen, I hate KSI, I do, but I used to like him. All right, him and Harry, Pink Slips, FIFA 14. That shit was dope as fuck. Now he sucks. You know what? Before this, like a few months ago, I was working on a content cop. Like literally, I have the script written out for KSI. I'll probably do a content cop after he loses, salt to the wounds. I don't give a fuck. He just, oh my god, he annoys me so much. I don't realize, like, people actually think he's gonna win. No, Tommy's gonna win. I hope he will win. KSI's not gonna shock the world. Like keeping it real. I know I'm getting like all aggressive here, but Tommy wins. He's the better boxer. He has more experience. He's beaten a guy already who's the best crossover boxer. So Tommy wins. KSI, the biggest problem with him is when he fights, he leaves his jaw open because he's using so much energy to keep kind of a bouncy style, right? He uses a lot of energy and his mouth is open. That's all night for Tommy. And also, KSI's opponents mainly, were on the defensive side. And the thing is, when Temper attacked him, right? When he was aggressive, I know everybody forgets that because KSI sparked him. in the first round, but the moments where Temper came, like, was aggressive and actually threw, he landed on KSI because KSI is not responsible defensively. Even Joe had some success just coming forward, not even throwing punches, because he's fucking 40. But when he came forward, oh, it was all night for him. Like, Tommy wins because he has a lot of energy. He didn't get tired against Jake. KSI leaves his mouth open because he's trying to get some air. So, yeah. Tommy wins, and those are my predictions. Listen, this is just, a video that I had to express my feelings, and yeah, I'm excited. October 14th, that's like, what, in 8 days? Buy the pay-per-view, and hopefully we get Jake versus KSI after this, and yeah. All right, that's all I had to say. Peace.